Is the world order as we know it on the brink of collapse? The rules-based international order, which has been in place since the end of World War II, is now more at risk than ever. It helped rebuild a devastated world in which some 60 million people had been killed and many countries were in ruins. And it aimed to prevent future conflicts. The US shaped and committed to the new order's rules and institutions. What is the rules-based international order? The set of agreed-upon rules to resolve disputes between nations without the use of force and promote free trade and democracy. Critics said the new system did not serve the interests of all countries fairly. They were still hopeful the international order would make things more stable and predictable. But what we've been witnessing recently under the Trump administration is hardly predictable. Is this the end of the rules-based international order?
I'm not aligned with anybody. I'm aligned with the United States of America.
The United States withdrew from the Paris Climate Agreement and the World Health Organization and renounced its commitments under the 1951 Refugee Convention. Trump has imposed tariffs, posing a threat to the World Trade Organization. The system's principles are also under threat.
You're gambling with World War III.
He accused his Ukrainian counterpart of being ungrateful and of putting the world at risk. Russia's invasion of Ukraine is seen by the UN as one of the most brutal violations of rules-based international order.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and good day everyone. My name is Muhammad Hafizul bin Lontax. My matrix number 2251586. Today I will present about what were the main objectives of the liberal international order after World War II. Introduction. First, let us understand the concept of liberalism. Liberalism is political ideology that emphasizes individual freedom, democracy, human rights, and rule of law. According to John Locke, every person has natural rights, including life, liberty, and property. Government exists to protect this right. John Stuart Mill believed that freedom of speech and individual liberty are essential for social progress. Meanwhile, Immanuel Kant argued that lasting peace can be achieved through democracy, international law, and cooperation among states. The liberal international order after World War II. After World War II, the world experienced massive destruction, economic collapse, and political instability. To prevent another global conflict, major power leads by the United States created the Liberal International Order, or LIO. The main goal was to establish a peaceful and stable international system based on cooperation, democracy, and economic development. Several important institutions were created, including the United Nations, the International Monetary Fund, and the World Bank. Objective 1. Maintain international peace. The first objective of the liberal international order was to maintain international peace and prevent another world war. World War II caused millions of deaths and widespread destruction. As a result, countries agreed that future disputes should be solved through diplomacy and negotiation rather than military force. The establishment of the United Nations in 1945 became an important step in promoting collective security and peaceful conflict resolution. Through peacekeeping operation and international cooperation, the United Nations has helped reduce the risk of major global conflict. Objective 2. Rebuild the world economy. The second objective was to rebuild and stabilize the global economy. After the war, many countries suffered from destroyed infrastructure, unemployment, inflation, and economic collapse. To address this challenge, international institutions such as the IMF and the World Bank were established. The IMF provided financial assistance and currency stability, while the World Bank funds reconstruction and development projects. Another important initiative was the Marshall Plan, which helped Western European countries recover economically. This effort contributes significantly to global economic recovery and stability. Objective 3. Promote democracy and human rights. The third objective was to promote democracy, human rights, and liberal values. The liberal international order encouraged countries to adopt democratic system based on free election, rule of law, and political accountability. It also emphasizes fundamental freedoms such as freedom of speech, freedom of religion, and freedom of assembly. One of the most important achievements in this area was the adoption of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights in 1948. This document established universal standards for protecting human dignity and individual rights around the world. Objective 4. Promote free trade and economic interdependence. The fourth objective was to promote free trade and economic interdependence between countries. World leaders believed that economic cooperation would reduce international tension and make war less likely. Organizations such as the General Agreement on Tariff and Trade GATT, and later the World Trade Organization (WTO) were created to reduce trade barriers and encourage international commerce. As countries become economically connected through trade and investment, they develop stronger incentive to maintain peaceful relations. This helps increase global prosperity and economic growth. In conclusion, the liberal international order was created after World War II to build a more peaceful, stable, and prosperous world. Its main objectives were to maintain international peace, rebuild the global economy, promote free trade, and advance democracy and human rights. Through institutions such as United Nations, IMF, World Bank, and WTO, these goals have had a lasting impact on international relations. Although the system faces challenges today, its principles remain important in maintaining global cooperation and stability.